Hello there, Marshmallow on this Eco-Libre blog, and yes, I'm there about the talk about the Extinction Rebellion, and yes, we're there to talk about. It's not about the Greta Thunberg thing though. I might mention a little bit of it as well, but well, let's get to it. And boy, they decide to crack across on the of the hourglass on the inside a paddock. Oh boy, I'd like to bring those dairy cows in there and have them poo on them. Have them shit on them. Because what those protesters are doing? Spreading fearmongers. They are those fearmongers, so. Just watch what they got to say. Oh boy, it's taking a long time to load up because
we are rising up like a forest from
good
the fire.
grief.
So brothers and sisters, spread your roots and rise.
Oh gosh. Can't stand it. Oh, I'm sorry I had to mute it because can't stand it singing. So absolutely, it's just well, let's go back.
What is to date the biggest action to help us all together here to help us organise what is to date the biggest action we've ever done in Aotearoa. We follow similar guides to the other 60 places around the world that will follow on from us on Monday morning with the first to the light, first to rebel.
Because it's a death cult.
That's how you deal with despair. That's how you deal with going, oh no, it's all too hard and it's all too difficult. Do stuff. Because that keeps your energy up, connects you with really good people, makes you feel like, that's how we'll make a difference.
Yeah, it's death cult there, the madness of Extinction Rebellion, death
So it is to ensure that the principle of non-violence, which is the single most important kaupapa of Extinction Rebellion, is adhered by everyone at the action on Monday.
Say it's here for everyone! Say it for everyone!
But of course there's going to be a little bit of disruption, and so we want to make it clear.
Well, you did to disrupt traffic. That's what you did to do. Oh, it's just going to be disruption. Well, and when you did to cause the disruption. I hate to start off with a laugh, people, but this lady is hilarious.
That we're really sorry for it, but the disruption that they're going to experience on Monday is
yeah, the disruption that you brought, let's bring it up. Yeah, the woman broke down as the protester blocked her from visiting the dead mother's home. Oh. So that's what you really call. That's there's going to be a disruption. And that poor woman just wanted to visit her dead mother's home. And she's been blocked off from those protesters that's there to cause havoc. And boy, that's what they do. They create blockades. And she just wanted to get to visit her mother's home. She just wanted to visit her. And she has been blocked off. Well, lady, you're about to be getting help from the police as well, because they know what. Yeah, the Extinction Rebellion is arrested at start of the 2 weeks of protest. Let's watch that. We love you, we love you. Well, no, we don't. They don't love humanity. They are a death cult. And they brought most of the destruction and saw more than 1,100 arrests. Yes! Have them put away into the slammer. Yes! The police in London, good job on arresting those protesters, because they are there to bring and scare people, though. That's what they do, and disrupt traffic. Good grief. Haha, good grief. Yes. And also, here in New Zealand, man, it's just, look at that. Police are arrested over 30 Extinction Rebellion activists. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Well, yeah, the police had arrested over 30 minutes of Extinction Rebellion after the group had protested on Monday, and the rest started as members of the blocked number Corey or something, yeah. Corey, yeah. I'm not that great with people. Man, it's a pretty sight to see them arrested as well, having handcuffs as well, and then to be taken away to where the police is taking them. Yeah. And man, this is such a pretty sight. Well, I'm supposed to starting all the way at the top. See, and they wear shirts again. And let's go through those pictures. Oh, there's that old lady there. There's that old lady there again. Oh, there we go. All we need to know. The Extinction Rebellion Protest is taking place in London today. And here, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read all those. It's just going to take up too much time in this video. The group's demands say tell the truth and declare climate intellectual emerging. Well, there's no need to do so because we got the Earth is going to be cooling as well as we head into a solar minimum. And boy, when that comes, man, your Extinction Rebellion protesters, your lies and your mirrors are about to be dismantled. I mean dismantled. Means your arguments are just going to be destroyed because nature's going to do it for you. Going to destroy your arguments because yeah, and they always going to tell us, oh, there's no ice age, well, it's going to be called a little ice age, called a little ice age for a reason, because it was so cold for only just for like several centuries or something, just after the medieval warm period here. Because here from the 1300s or so, and that's when from the medieval warm period it descended into a little ice age because of the solar activity. And they want to tell us that we're blamed for climate change, and then the Earth starts warming up just around the early 18th century, and she was being born and lived through the threat of communists and the violence of the lady. You've seen communism and you still protest at the movement that's going to try to bring the world into communism. Your shots are full, old lady. She shots are full. She just wanted to bring over World War II and live through the threat of communism. And the fact that she's leading the movement that promotes communism. Oh man, you just can't stop laughing at those people because they're just so historic. It's just, we laugh at the liars, people. That's what we do. We laugh at their lies while they laugh at us, because those people, they believe in the lie and they laugh at the truth. They laugh at it. And then, anyway, they believe it as truth unless it goes with their narrative. If you saw a thing outside their box, boy, you're gonna be called a denier. same way as a Holocaust denier or something, and see they're blocking car parks for people who just want to park there, people who just want to get to work, poor people, and see they're just disrupting these range alternative things. Good grief. And it shows them how to get arrested. Please to tell you I'm free to go. If not, ask why not. Stay calm as you can. Only tell you place your name, address, and date of birth. Probably decline any further information. And do not answer any question until you've spoken to the lawyer. Well, good stuff on them finally at least. Before profit, well, they don't even care for the planet. They want to reduce world population. That's what they're there for. That's what their protest stands for. And they just glue themselves together. And here's that blood there. I'm going to watch that. There we go. Treasury sprayed with flag blood by the Extinction Rebellion. Oh, come on. There we go. Good grief. Hit the camera. Oh, 1 point. Yeah. 1,800 liters of fake blood sprayed onto the treasury, and yeah, was sprayed on the treasury and broke off wrist, yeah, something. Yeah.
I'm doing right now.
Rebellion! Extinction! Rebellion! Extinction!
Man, arrest those people, please do your job.
I'm very happy that we've done this, and I think
There's
we'll give
another old
good
man in
publicity
there.
to the fact that this place is doing dreadful things.
Oh, wait. To this place doing dreadful things. Well, I'm ready to speak out, so to the old lady there, well.
This place is doing dreadful things.
Man, and all that, and there are like more than those old people. That old guys like George Soros, they're probably pushing all that dough, and
We are rising up like a forest from the fire. So brothers and sisters,
minor
spread your
as
roots
to
and
the
rise
disruption that is
higher. We are rising.
sorry, man. Heaven be some more than one beer on there, and oh, anyway. I'll make sure she hears this. You can just suck it. Well, I'm proud to pull those fingers towards those lawyers because. And there's a lady just meditating on the street, and it looks like she's been covering those. It doesn't look like blood because it's like she's just want to sit there and happen to fall into her paint or being sprayed on. She used an attempt to spray the treasure boy, and oh, good grief, and yeah, Extinction Rebellion Protesters detain Ocasio. Oh yes, look at that. Man, that fella might ever cry 4 policemen to carry him. Man, he must be a heavy fella to carry him. Shoot. For goodness sake, he has to be so heavy. Boy. Arrested, yeah, they're getting arrested. Oh, yes. Yes. Arrest those people who just keep fear-mongering, though. Yes. And yes, there was one Extinction Rebellion attested for spray painting at the tears off. Oh, serve them right. Oh, yes. Arrest those people who are pushing the lies. Yes. Man, it was just such a beautiful sight to see them, though. Just because those, the teens government, they're getting bullied by the people because they know they're not going along with the lie. Good on you, teens. I'm glad you are holding firm. And this contrary and Jews eating away the poor vodka. Do note that's the fourth of
Well, erosion's
May.
been on our, I guess, on our horizon here.
Yeah, well, do note it's called changes and things do change. It's called the power of nature. And waves do cause erosion and they do either way sort of time to time. So that's the power of nature, people. And boy, and nature is about to destroy their arguments when the solar movement comes. And they're not going to be ready for it. And watch the climate and the bloody mist and protest fail. Oh man, this is just awesome. And there's that lady I just showed you before, just trying to meditate. Yeah, it's just she got wet. They must have like put paint in it or something, trying to make it look like blood. Say stop funny climate dip. Mm. I don't know how they managed to get the fire truck. Because it runs on diesel engine, you know that. Now for they're against diesel, or anything that comes from oil, and why they using it? Yeah, because unless they decide to steal it themselves. Yeah. No, that's 5G. Thing I wish they also pushing as well, so. Oh, this is a good one though. Well, I'm gonna have to get a glass of water, so I'm gonna be back for a little while, so I'll let you watch that for the moment. The minister calling for climate change, James Shaw, says he completely understands why the students are protesting for action. There's that prick, James Shaw. Yeah, James Shaw, that prick. And there's my message to you is this. You can just suck it, James Shaw. You can just suck it. Because you once you get in the office, you're just going to keep pushing your lies and propaganda. And they say the parents last saying these activists are ready to break the law. Goodness sakes, they're ready to break the law. And boy, because they're gonna just say, yeah. And boy, it couldn't get any more hysterical as well. And boy, it even gets worse. And also New York City bans protest me in public school. And yes, they are pushing those NY activists. They are really pushing their religion onto them. People, it's time that we gotta stand up to this nonsense, stand up against that nonsense. And say, no! No, we will not stop eating meat. We will not, because our children need it so they can grow. Here in the social meatless month, they say no. And they're going to probably make it illegal that you can't bring your lunch to school because, well, it's going to contain meat. We can't let it have it. Yeah, this is just, yeah, this is from the Tree Huggers site. Oh, that's the, well, we're not there talking about Friday. I had something to do. And that's when they've been reducing plastic here by having glass milk bottles. And here's how they start using glass milk bottles because the plastic here in New Zealand not getting recycled. They just get sent to like landfills over in Malaysia. And there's a fellow that happens to invent. And there's a fellow there. He actually invented little. It actually helps to clean out the ocean of plastics in it, and that's awesome. Because man, we need a man like that fellow there though, and he invented it like he's 23 years old, so he must have invented it like about 7 years ago or something. And but with Greta Thunberg, Google and with that fella, he only gets about 270,000 results. He doesn't get as much attention. He's bringing out solutions. While Greta Thunberg just keeps fear mongering, and she gets 176 million results and offers no practical solution. Maybe in bed, she actually started like promoting gardening, cleaning up the ocean of plastic, but no, she decided to create a society, and she's a. Well, I'm not going to talk about much about Greta Thunberg, but I found something that's from what's up with that. There it is. The law requires you to listen to Greta Thunberg before purchasing gasoline. Boy, it just wants to make you break the machine. I don't want to have to go on the gas station and having to wash her. No way. I want to be able just to go to the gas station, fill my car up, pay for the fuel, and drive off. That's how I like to go and visit gas stations. Go to the gas station to fill up my car, pay my fuel, and drive off. That's how I do it when I go to gas stations. And Mars will be watched a 20-minute lecture! For goodness sakes! People don't have 20 minutes to watch that crap! Gosh! Man, 20 minutes for crying out loud! Before you can fill your car up, people don't even want to wait that long for that though. And it's like New York, California, Oregon, Hawaii. Oh, goodness sakes. For crying out loud. And one thing, it also gets worse for those connectors. And it's like, yeah, it's also difficult, and it happens to be the EMP Labor Protest uncool. Oh man, that's awesome. They get arrested and boy, this is so historical, though, and and there's also a lady that's also calling people to eat babies. When she was over at the Ocasio-cortez conference, though, and so they said, oh, we need to start eating babies to stop climate change. We only have a few months left. So my throat was a bit dry and talking a lot, and yeah, So they are just blocking your greater community. People just want to get to work. Where is it? Well, people, I'm going to try to find it. I'm going to get you to watch this for the moment till I can find it.
For a second straight day, global warming extremists from the Extinction Rebellion blocked city streets, harassed commuters. Once again, many arrests of people who somehow seriously believe we're facing extinction. In Melbourne, 59 arrests alone. Joining me to discuss this bizarre phenomenon is Mark Latham, former federal opposition leader, now a New South Wales MP, head of New South Wales One Nation. Mark Latham, thank you so much for joining me. What do you make of these Extinction Rebellion protests today?
Well, you know, it's part of the hysteria, the idea of an apocalypse that's coming because of climate change. None of this is backed by the science that they talk about. And in fact, if you're worried about the future of our society, I'd be more concerned about the lights going out. I don't think people have realised that when there's no electricity, everything.
Well, I'm going to go back to there now and see why Extinction Rebellion and terror civil defense is the future and why gender is wrong and why protesters must demand more. What? Nothing's ever good enough. Well, let's see what Ardern's got to say. Let's watch what she's got to say. 7 minutes? Oh, good grief. 7 minutes of that, really?
Prime Minister, Extinction Rebellion, first a sort of a peaceful but very disruptive protest for climate change. Do you support the way they went about that?
Look, I of course support freedom of speech, and of course on the climate issue we've...
Support freedom of speech? Oh, no you don't, Jacinda Ardern. No you don't. And why are you calling for censorship on... Yeah, she doesn't support freedom of speech. No, she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't. And yet, they attack iconic icons. Yet they want to. Here there's James Cook and one that discovered New Zealand, and they want to get rid of capitalism here. That's what they want to do. They want to destroy our lives on Lord. Yeah, the problem of capitalists, they want to tell you the world's ending. That's the argument. They want to tell you that the world's ending. So let's go down to... And yes, with all the electricity prices going up and that though in Germany and USA, well, the emissions is actually on the way down. See, look at that. It's actually been on the way down since 2003. But they want to tell you, no, not good enough. We're demanding more. Yeah, demanding that they must demand more. And I'm gonna shoot out that I was talking about before. There it is. There it is there, and no, it's just a form, no good one. There it is there. It's from LA. I'm gonna watch that there.
May you raise your hands, please?
Okay.
But we're not going to be here for much long because of the climate
crisis. We only have a few months left. I love that you support the Green Deal, but it's not getting rid of fossil fuel. It's not going to solve the problem fast enough. A Swedish professor saying, we can eat dead people, but that's not fast enough. So I think your next campaign slogan has to be this: we got to start eating babies. We don't have enough time. There's too much CO2.
This is just so
All of you, you're pollutant. Too much CO2. We have to start now, please. You are so great. I'm so happy that you're really supporting the Green Deal, but it's not enough. Even if we would bomb Russia,
nothing's ever going up for you,
too many people, too much pollution. So we have to get rid of the babies. That's a big problem. Just stopping having babies is not enough. We need to eat the babies, and this is very serious. Please give a response.
Thank you. We'll go ahead.
Okay.
No, we'll go ahead. No. Yeah, no. Thank you. So I think so
let us speak,
one of the
lady.
things that's very important to us is that we need to treat the climate crisis with the urgency that it does present. Luckily, we have more than a few months. We do need to hit net zero in several years. But I think we all need to understand that there are a lot of solutions that we have and that we can pursue, and that if we act in a positive way, there's space for hope. We are never beyond hope. Okay.
And yet there was one that Swedish scientist says that suggests eating humans to fight climate change. Oh boy. I guess it's just kind of getting more crazier, people, and it just gets more crazy. If you just think it couldn't get any more crazier, it just does. It just does, because nothing's ever gonna be good enough for those climate activists. Nothing. No matter if you try to meet their deal 100%, they're just gonna keep bringing up new ones. More problems, that's all they bring up. More problems. Oh, the sandwich, it's just like it's disgusting, people, what those climate extinction rebellions are really pushing for. And they don't even know it. They don't even know it. Yeah, they don't even know it. Oh boy. Well, people, it's just it's just going to get any more crazy though. What those climate extinction rebellions are really pushing for. Well, people, I do have a picture on my Facebook page and that though. It's not just the Greta Thunberg thing, and there's Minta Boyan or something, and he invented that device that helps to clean out the ocean or something that's full of plastic and that there. Good on him. Right in my head, he doesn't get as much attention. And people, we need to give men some attention as well, because they do invent things that's gonna bring a future for humanity. And we need to pay more attention to this fella there as well, because he's probably one of the fellas that's going to bring more solutions. People, we can actually solve the environmental issues. We can overcome the plastic pollution as well, because we got the technologies and people are trying it out as well. And I see YouTubers making a little machine that actually turns plastic into fuel. I see that, and I see like it, and I see the Someone's body machine that actually turns plastic into recycled plastic, turn into 3D printed filaments or something. And yes, that's the way we should look at it though. Look at the solutions that's going to actually help humanity. And that's all. And there's also another picture that I post on. Bad day, it could get worse. And then I would love it if that person was a big old climate activist being shed on by an elephant, because those people in the vegan movement and climate movement were pushing for fearmongers and trying to tell us how to live our lives. They deserve to be shit on. Oh man, awesome stuff. I have posted that on Facebook though. If you see that picture, post it on your Facebook page and tell those kind of activists to suck it. Well, man, this is actually turned out to be a good podcast, and I say to policemen for arresting those protesters, awesome job. Because, man, they need to be put away for this fearmongering, blocking streets, for people who just want to get to work or elsewhere as well. I'll say to you, it's been a good podcast, and that's all I got to say for now. This is Matthew Miller, signing off, over and out.